watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
It's going to take all of us, not just 2 or 3 guys. It's going to take all of us.
I think when you've prepared as much as we have, there's not a ton of pressure.
Our goals remain the same. They're set high, and that's to win a state championship.
And it means the world to us and our community and our team. It means the world to everyone. So we're going to look at this opponent like it's a state game, because that's obviously the goal.
We've been dreaming about this for a long time, seniors especially, and we're ready to go.
And then there were 2. For Bishop Luers and South Adams, 2 very different paths to semi-state, both hoping the ultimate destination would in fact be Lucas Oil Stadium. Now the Starfires looking for their first ever semi-state title. They came into the playoffs ranked #1 as the team to beat in 1A. The Knights, well, they've been there before, winning an Indiana best 15 semi-state titles, but even with that history, they went in just 3-6 in the regular season. Yeah, let's start with 1A semi-state. South Adams looking for, again, its first ever trip to the state title game. Top-ranked Starfires hosting a good LCC Lafayette Central Catholic team that won the state title last year. We picked this one up in the first quarter. That was 4th and 8 on the 40. South Adams goes for it. Grant Mosher, the Riverboat Gambler. It's a touchdown from James Arnold to Nick Miller, and it was 7-3 South Adams. Now, South Adams had some trouble hanging on to the football. Some turnovers early. You see the fumble right there. LCC gets the football, but he giveth and he taketh away. Trey Schock playing center field back there with the interception, and this one was 7-3 Starfires after 1. Second quarter, it's a little ground and pound from South Adams. Christian Somerset, he gets the touchdown there from 11 yards out, and it was a 14-3 South Adams game at the half. So South Adams in the lead. In the third quarter, this game absolutely gets blown open. Watch Arnold finding Schock, and Schock cuts on dimes. Are you kidding me? 3 guys around him. Somehow he scoots down the sideline, 65 yards on a touchdown reception. What a play, 21-3 South Adams. And Grant Mosher, loving those creative offensive play calls. How about this? Aiden Warner does a little bit of everything for this Starfires team. He gets the interception right there. And then it's the big guy, 6'3" senior Nick Miller, making his way to the end zone. Touchdown South Adams, and they started the blowout in the third quarter, did South Adams. How about Somerset? Give it to him one more time. He finds pay dirt, and this turned into blowout city for South Adams. The Starfires win it 42-9 over the defending state champ. This is South Adams' first ever semi-state title as a program.
I am so excited. This means so much to our community, more than I think we even realize. I can't go like 5 minutes in the hallway at school without a teacher stopping me, telling me how excited they are for the game.
They're a good team. We knew that we just had to come back and fight the adversity of not scoring right away like we usually do. So just knowing that we were prepared to come out here and score points.
What they want to do is we're our first team to go to Lucas Oil Stadium in our school's history, and I think what that means to our community. You're driving down Byrne, you see the signs everywhere, people supporting, great kids from great families. It's going to be even crazier this week. It's going to be like week-long Swiss days this week.
I believe that is the first Highlight Zone reference of Swiss days. Congratulations to Grant Mosher and company. Next up, they face the 5th-ranked Covenant Christian squad in the 1A state title game in Indianapolis. Could we top it is the question. Well, this was a wild one at Luers Field. 2A semi-state, the Knights hosting 3rd-ranked Pioneer, and we picked this one up with Pioneer really owning the first half of this game and doing it with the ground game. This is Adai Llewellyn for the 3-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion would fail, but Pioneer, check this, up 22-0 at Luers Field. No give up in the Knights, though. You're going to see Carson Clark to his favorite receiver, Brody Glenn. That's a touchdown. Luers on the board now. 22-7 is the score. But right after that, this had to be a punch to the gut if you're Luers. Ezra Llewellyn up the middle, and he is gone. This makes it a 28-7 Pioneer lead at the half. But Luers, the intestinal fortitude, not sure what Kyle Lindsey said at halftime, but whatever he said, it worked. Now 28-13, it's Clark to Ramon Anderson for the touchdown. Luers now down just a score at 28-21. Later in the third quarter, Caleb Scheiber, a sophomore linebacker with the biggest play of his career. He gets the pick six. Are you kidding me? Down 28-7. It's now 28 all in the third. Fourth quarter. It's, guess what? Clark, a little screen. Ramon Anderson trying to make something of it. Watch him just cut around the defense, and nobody can corral Mr. Ramon Anderson. That gives Luers its first lead, 35-28. Back comes that Pioneer ground game, though. Hard to prepare for. Adai Llewellyn again. Two-point conversion, though, no good, so Luers still up 1, 35-34. Fourth quarter late. Johnny Sewell hauls in the touchdown. That's your icing on the cake. Luers comes from down 28-7 at halftime to win it. 42-34. It's Luers' 16th trip to the state championship game, most in the state of Indiana.
Oh, it's so sweet, man. You know, I wouldn't want to be here with another group of guys, experience all this. You know, we're down 28-7, and we were in the locker room at halftime, and we just made up a game plan. And you know, we could have just sat down and gave up and said, you know, we just had to talk and not give up. I'm just so proud of these guys, but the job's not over.
I mean, I'm lost for words. This being my second year here. Last year we had a little bit of a rough season. To make it here and kind of break that trend of not being able to win here for the last 2 or 3 years. So to be a new trend center here is quite awesome.
What a play by Caleb Scheiberg. We're talking about next up. Luers gets two-time defending state champion Western Boone to get Webo in the 2A state title game. They love to throw the football. Hey, we are done with prep football for the night, but after the break, we're going to trade in our helmets for some high tops. Girls basketball season in full swing, but after a number of cancellations and postponements, the slate a little smaller than originally scheduled for this Friday night. We're going to head to Angola, to Leo, to Garrett, and to Blackhawk, all next in the Zone.